It's like, really? Why am I still playing this game when
Why are you?
it
What
takes
game are you
forever?
playing?
King Spot.
Oh yeah, we
King
talked about
Shot?
this before. King Shot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm now at that level that if I want to advance, I have to pay, and I'm like, I'm not paying. So I'm not advancing.
Yeah, so you either have to wait weeks or you pay.
Uh huh. What's up, guys? It's Rickhouse Reviews. We're about to come back and do some recordings. I know it's been a while. We apologize for the delay. Life at the beginning of the year comes at you quick with a lot of family events. And
Bourbon is expensive and I didn't have money.
as he said, bourbon is starting to get more and more expensive, and he doesn't have the money.
Oh, you know what we're going to have to do today?
I mean, we can, of course. The 10.
A. Smith Bowman.
Exactly.
Shit.
Mm-hmm. So we did get lucky, and during the off time, we enrolled in a few lotteries, and we did finally get one. Kind of cool. It is our group here in Virginia, A. Smith Bowman Distillery. They gave us the 10-year cask strength. Which
The batch 5, which you can get on shelf in like Texas and some other places in limited quantities. That's definitely got to be on the agenda today. All right.
And of course,
Hello, it
we
has been a
acquired
while.
it the week of our last bourbon night.
Yes, we did, which we were live for, and then there was some problem with the VOD on it, and it only had like a minute and 15 seconds, so I deleted the VOD. I think you have to slide down a little bit.
Slide down a little.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
I'm on my line.
Like, yeah, this should be like where my elbow rests.
Oh, okay.
I will slide that to you.
See, I just like being behind the scenes. You know best.
Yeah, I do too.
So we're starting with today's E.H. Taylor.
Starting the E.H. Taylor Rye, 2026. I am surprised. I guess it means we're getting 2 batches this year.
New Point Schism is
30,
333.
5.
But again, recommend.
Yes. Yes, it has been a while. I'm super excited to get back into this. Like, I just haven't had
So it's aroma,
flavor finish.
flavor, finish.
But again, recommend. It's not even motivation. Motivation is the wrong word. Drive.
I mean, my fault was time.
Energy.
Definitely the time, because the last February I ended up doing just under 200 hours of work at the office.
That is a name I have not heard in a very, very long, soccer. I haven't heard in a long time. Anyway. Yeah, dude, I try. What in the lesbian is going on here? That's very funny.
Woohoo! When do you have the lesbian on?
I don't know when we have the lesbian on. Do we have a lesbian on here? Sorry, I'm taking your very joke comment way too seriously, to be totally honest.
We're trying to decide. Maybe.
Well, I just broke the tax strip, so.
Was it her?
No. Ooh,
She'll kill us.
she will.
We appreciate her.
She would kill us. Hello!
Doink. Slide that out of this frame.
I'm cheating.
How so?
I got some on my finger.
You're eating.
There's so much I want to understand. Well, you can tune in and watch the reviews, and we can talk about it between reviews. But
Oh, thank you.
we're reviewing Rise
A
today.
lot of Rise.
Like more Rise than we've ever done. I think 2 of our first 4 reviews this year are going to be Rise, and I think like 5 of the first 8 are going to be Rise instead of bourbon. But the thing about bourbon is you've got to understand is that, and specifically rye whiskey, is it is the American cocktail. What was I gonna find? Oh, I was gonna look at the camera.
The old fashioned rye. They switch up the bitters to make it slightly different, or no?
Correct. There we go.
You broke it.
I didn't break anything. I know what I want to do though, which is I want to move this. Oh, and a light whiskey on the agenda today too.
They could see that?
No, they couldn't.
Oh, okay.
The GoPro could. They couldn't.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna hit live on the first video, so you guys better watch now and then you ready?
Sure.
Remember new intro?
Yeah. Welcome back.
Hey everyone. Welcome back to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
I am Doug.
And today we're reviewing the E.H. Taylor Straight Rye 2026. So getting back into it, E.H. Taylor Straight Rye is a bottle and bond whiskey, so it's a 50% 100 proofer out of E.H. Taylor Distillery with a nice tater tube as always. Bottle and bond is kind of, I think, rare for rye whiskey, although it is definitely, part of the E.H. Taylor brand. Is E.H. Taylor himself was one of the ones that was pushing for the Bottle and Bond Act, which turns 130 next year.
Nice.
Which is crazy to think about, and was one of the first food acts that was really passed that kind of paved the way for that period of stuff. So today we have his E.H. Taylor Straight Rye, so 100 proof bottle of Bond rye out of E.H. Taylor and Buffalo Trace Distillery. It looks light. That is my only concern going into this.
A little bit.
And so we have our super, super easy to remember scoring system that we changed going into the year. Doug, you want to lay it out?
Yeah, real quick, simple, easy. Makes it a whole lot faster. Aroma, flavor, finish, all get 30 points now. Then buy again, recommend, they get 5 apiece. There's always usually some caveats that still happen. It's rare that we have a 0 for buy again and recommend, but
That
we
is
have
an
been getting
option.
closer.
Yeah.
Because there has been 1 or 2 that we've gone to, I think 1 for buy and maybe a different one for recommend, because it's
Yes.
due to the fact it's so limited and it's so hard to find that, yes, we would highly recommend having a second bottle.
But-
However,
Right.
likelihood that we're getting into it is a little less likely.
I'm going to start getting into this.
Yep, but before
ready?
you do, don't we want to say hi to all our friends, family, and cohorts, and remind you to like, subscribe, comment, hit that bell, any other notification elements that I always overlook.
Yeah, if you guys want to hit that share button and send this video to all of your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it really does help us out fight the algorithm monster. All right.
With that,
Now we
we're
can
in.
cheers. Now we can cheers, Slancha, and let's get into it.
Ruh-roh, the burn.
Not too much.
Not as much on the nose and aroma. It actually is very sweet.
Yeah, there's a lot of
that's-
sweetness on it.
That's not a good
That's kind of
thing.
like all I get is like
Brown sugar, cinnamon.
brown sugar, baking spices, and then it's not licorice and it's not dill. It's like some god awful combination thereof,
But it's
which I don't like on rye, but
it's very sweetly inviting. But you do have a point. There's something on the back that hits the back of the mouth. Just breathing in.
it's also just light.
For 100 proofer, that's not a bad thing.
No, but you and I we've reviewed a bunch of ryes on here, and a lot of them are barrel proof, and I'm not gonna be a proof queen or anything, but they hit harder. They hit differently. They hit harder. We've had some that are 110, 112 that just have much more depth of flavor than this.
Right.
And I think people kind of talked about that with the barrel proof rye they did.
I'm
A
getting
little bit
2
ago.
flavors, but basically the char and then some of the baking.
I'm getting a lot of
spices.
barrel and a lot of like sweet dill. If we're being honest. And that's kind of it. Like, this is super light.
Nice, easy going finish.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing to, phone home. ET.
No, but the finish may be the best part. Because, like, you get, like, yeah, it comes with some, what I don't like in a finish, but, like,
Right.
it's just a lot of, like, oaky sweetness on the palate.
There you go.
Or maybe the best thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, going with my initial thoughts.
I think I may have been, like, way harsher on this than you,
Understandable.
if I'm being totally honest. So let us start, as we always do, at the start with the aroma. Yeah.
I believe it was a good aroma out of 30. I put it at 20 out of 30 just because I felt like it was equal to most. It just didn't surpass others.
I thought it was just outside of the top third of Rise.
Okay.
So I put it at 18 out of 30.
Okay.
I almost said 25 again. Wow, that's good.
That's going to be hard
halfway
for you to break.
halfway through the year we'll get there, but 18 out of 30 there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good. Like, it has what I want, but like it just doesn't have enough of it.
Right.
And I get where you're coming from with the 20 out of 30. It's inoffensive enough that it kind of just like sneaks on there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move on to flavor.
Yep. You going first this time?
I gave it a 15 out of 30.
15 out of 30, right in the middle of the pack. Okay.
Yeah, I felt like I got what they were going for flavor profile wise, but it's just like not there.
Right.
Like, it's just very flat, inoffensive, okay. It's not like, I hate to say it, anything special. It's just kind of like there.
Right. Whereas because I do like the rye a little bit better than you usually. This one, again, I kept it at 20 out of 30. I felt like it still had character. It just didn't have more character that it could have.
Yeah.
More notes. Again, it was two-dimensional to me, but that isn't a bad thing. I still enjoyed it as a easy drinking, unique rye for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And with that finish, as you said, you like that as the best part.
I did. It still only got a 19 out of 30.
Whereas I left it as the 20 out of 30, keeping the run of 20s.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because it's just not yet above the threshold, but it's not like a low 50.
Mm-hmm.
But I know where you're coming from because, again, your rye palette is always less than admirable yet.
Yeah, I think that's true. I definitely think it hurts. I definitely think it hurts a little bit that I still have a little bit of a rye bias, even though, like, I clearly say I like rye now probably as much as I like bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys are paying attention to the background, there's a couple new rye bottles in there too, probably since the last video. But
yep.
my thing about it is that the finish is good. It's not great, and it's kind of like the culmination of this rye.
Right.
And I think I have more to talk about, but probably we'll get into it when we get to recommend.
I mean, I feel like this is where the buy again recommend element comes in handy. As a E.H. Taylor bottle, it's good.
Yeah.
But I think this is more of a E.H. Taylor rye bottle that I would use as a cocktail.
Yeah.
Starter or give a little.
So for buy
essence to
again,
it.
I gave it a 2 for that exact reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think if I can keep it up with my other tater tubes, as people call them,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to keep a thing of straight rye up there to compare it to the other E.H. Taylors.
Right.
But, like, I'm not going to go out of my way to find it. I'm not going to pay secondary for it.
Nope.
I'm not going to go to, one of the cash shops in D.C. and buy it for, 50 over
Right.
or whatever. What did you give it on Baggin?
2 out of 5.
Okay.
Yep. And this is where the recommend also lands is 2 out of 5, just because
Cool.
I want to recommend it as an E.H. Taylor bottle. However, again, it's one that I would recommend more as something to pair with something else this time around. I want it to have an additional note and an additional element. And I mean, an old fashioned with this guy might actually just blow it out of the water.
That's true. I was thinking of Manhattan with the sweet vermouth to like elevate the sweetness and the bitters and everything. Anyway, no, I gave it a 3 out of 5 on recommend because I think the crazy thing is if you can get this at MSRP, this is a very, very inoffensive middle of the road rye to keep on your shelf for like rye people or bourbon people who are getting into it and doing that kind of angle on it. I think this is actually a really, really good bottle to recommend if you can find it. And E.H. Taylor is getting easier and easier to find every single day now, specifically the small batch. And I imagine the single barrel and straight rye have to be right behind that.
Right.
In terms of production. So
we'll see.
We will have to see. The score will have already been out for the bottle for a little bit, and the breakdown of our 2 scores will be on after the video.
There you
go. So thanks everybody for tuning in and watching. And again, if you guys really want to help us out, you can like, comment, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell, and share this video with all your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. For Rick House Reviews, he is Doug.
He is Ryan.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Have a great one. Peace out, y'all.
Peace out. I'm guessing like 9:50. Oh, okay. Shit, that's long. I have to do something for my own sanity before I do anything else. Report. Report. Okay. Hello. That was a good bottle. Like, I don't hate it.
Right? Oh, go get the water.
No, I have the water.
Oh, you already have the water.
I did.
How did I miss you getting the water?
I saw a comment before we started, right as we started recording. I kind of agree with Fable Dash. Yes, we would make amazing barbecue. I have a smoker grill coming. I have a smoker grill coming. So there might be live streams. A bottle review. Tell me, we just reviewed E.H. Taylor's Straight Rye 2026. Actually.
And of course, you want to do a hibachi night.
Caroline wants to do a hibachi night. Which I've just agreed to host. Because I have a hibachi grill.
That makes it easier.
That's very true.
So, 64.
My score was not as kind. 20...
48. 60. Just 58.
20 plus 19 is 39. 49, 54, 57. What was your score?
64.
So...
69, 59.3.
No, minus 3 is 61, plus 3 is 60, so it's 60.5.
There you go.
I thought it was a very inoffensive rye. I kind of thought it was right down the middle. Our score reflects that. The final score was a 60.5, which under our old system would have been a really bad score. Under the new system, actually pretty okay.
Right.
I'm glad I got this bottle at retail.
There you go.
That's the review line for the people playing on YouTube. And also, thank you for hanging out on YouTube, by the way, everybody.
All right, the next rye on the rye list for Rye and Doug here at Rick House Review will be...
It's not going to be a rye.
It's not going to be a rye.
What proof is that? Oh, this is only 56 proof.
I don't know.
I'll keep that there.
But that's Louisville.
It is the Louisville, but we have another bottle in London.
What about Cancer?
No, I came out last year. Oh, yeah, we can do the ELE bottle. What is... I love the look of this bottle. Look at the label on that bottle, dude.
F Cancer. Special edition.
What's up?
Bottled 2026 first stop. of the year. Originally
Drinks,
distilled
baby, drinks.
914.
My liver already told me to say fuck you, and I realized, and I had to do a lot of work to be able to drink again. It had nothing to do with alcohol, though. It had to do with doctors misdiagnosing me.
Got it again.
But yeah, that's 63%, so we can do that. And then step up. What is the ABV on this? This is 68.
Woohoo!
This is 60.2. So the next, actually, proof-wise, is another Bottle and Bond.
Yay, Bottle and Bond.
And it's a store pick.
From Allview.
In Drug City. This is Deatsville Honey Barrel.
Oh, honey.
Yep.
I'm game. I
Oh,
never
it's
got
not
there,
actually.
honey.
It's not actually honey cured. It's just called a Deatsville Honey Barrel.
Oh, okay.
No. This is a bourbon channel, but I can get into my opinions on organized religion if you want me to.
Where did that come from?
Somebody asked if we would accept Islam if they invited us so that we would stop drinking. Because YouTube comment sections are fucking wild.
I mean, I have friends who are of the Islamic organization, and
Look, I have
obviously
no
appreciate
problem.
the outcast of having individuals that drink so that they can still socialize. And,
I will say I have no problem with organized religion. It's just not for me.
True. Anymore.
Ironically enough, that's how we met.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We do try and review the good stuff. This bottle lasted until... So Andrew and I went to get this on a Saturday morning. We got there at 4:20 in the morning.
There we go.
Blaze it. And we were 4th and 5th in line because people now try and beat me.
They almost
In
did.
line.
3 did. But they're
3 did.
3 of your friends, I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, they're all my friends. One of them asked me when I was going to get there to know what time he would beat me. So now I'm going to lie to that fucker. One of them literally was like going to go home and sleep. And then worked EMT shift. Went to the bar with EMT friends. Did the Hicks thing of, okay, one more drink. And then all of a sudden it was closing time.
Yep.
And just went to Allview. So you got there at like 2:20 in the morning. Heaven Hill isn't bad. This is a store pick. This is a 8-year Bottle and Bond store pick.
Yep.
From Deatsville, which a lot of bottles don't come out of. Yeah, see? Deatsville. DD43.
Heaven and Hill.
God, look at the color on that.
This is a rye.
No, this is a bourbon.
This is a B.
Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond store pick.
Indy.
Private single barrel. HHBIB.
Still 100 proof.
Single, yep. SIB. Yeah.
H3.
So this is
H3.
Deatsville Rickhouse D, floor 3. And it says it's 7 years old, but I believe it's actually closer. I believe it's almost 8 years old.
Right.
So.
Excellent.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Typically, we only review, like, interesting store picks now, so, like, this is the first Heaven Hill store pick we've gotten. We have a Louisville pick. We have an ELE pick from... Rare Character, we review those.
There we go.
We try not to double down, but we do score all of them.
Yep.
And hopefully we'll have more this year. If you guys also know stores in the DMV that do good store picks and want to let me know, like, can give samples, like, please, like, I want to get, like, 50 store picks so that we can,
There you go.
even if it's just samples, so that we can do a throwdown next year.
bracket.
Yeah.
We are into March Madness, which is the crazy time of the year.
It is.
I haven't even watched a single whole.
I did brackets for my friends group. I haven't watched a single game, and somehow apparently I'm in third place and like 20 points off of first.
Nicely done.
Even though I missed 2 of the Elite 8 teams, so.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's because I have basically the rest. I fucked one bracket up
Right.
and one row of one bracket, and I got the rest perfect.
There you go.
I'm like 73% or something crazy. All right, I'm gonna hit the button.
Hit the button. Hit the button. Button. Did it break?
Nope.
Is it working?
Mm-hmm.
Are we sure? Maybe.
Hey everyone, today we review a Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond private single barrel pick from the Deatsville warehouses today on Rickhouse Reviews. Welcome back. Today we have a very, very special barrel pick, Heaven Hill Bottle and Bond from Deatsville Floor 3. They called this, I believe they called it the Deatsville Honeycut Barrel. That is what the name of the pick is. Again, Drug City Allview doing phenomenal work on the store picks. I was very excited about this. I did get to try it when we were there.
Nice.
I do not remember what it tasted like or anything about it because I was on very little sleep. So I'm very excited to get back into it. But before we do, if you guys really want to help us out, you can engage and help us fight the algorithm monster by liking, commenting, subscribing, ringing that notification bell, and sharing this video with all of your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals to get the word out about the channel. With that, we do, as a reminder, have a new scoring system for the year 2026, and hopefully going forward, we don't have to make any changes.
Hopefully.
So, Doug, if you
Simple
want to...
enough. It is
Sure.
aroma, flavor, and finish now, all at 30 points. And then buy and recommend at 5 points apiece with usually some caveats. As always, Rickhouse Review is brought to you by Ryan and Doug. We appreciate you guys coming back. And if this is your first video and you didn't know who we are, well, now you do. I'm Doug.
I'm Ryan.
We'll see you in just a few with more reviews. But at this time, let's go after the Heaven Hill
Ooh.
Bottle and Bond.
Sláinte. Yeah, I definitely smell the honey, but like for like 8-year bottle and bond, that is a lot of barrel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate it though. That's the
Not
crazy
against
thing.
it.
Yeah, I'm not against it. Not a ton of like the marshmallow
That
you
they
get
describe?
on like normally you normally get on Heaven Hill, which is nice. Like, don't get me wrong, I like that flavor note and I like, a bunch of it, but like
Because, yeah, I'm getting more of the wax, the honey, and then the barrel char.
mm-hmm. That's like honey water.
Give or take?
That's crazy. Not a huge fan of the finish.
It's very of the finish.
Yeah.
The middle, really, really good.
The flavor runs off your palate very fast, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's, like, this honeysuckle... God, I miss picking honeysuckles and just, like, drinking them off the plant. It has, like, that up front, and then it just very quickly goes into, like... barrel, which I don't mind.
Right.
Like, I like the oaky... char, vanilla, dark sugar stuff, but like I want more of that honey water to last. Okay.
Yeah. Get what you get. Always get what you get. Simple enough.
Yeah, I think you and I are going to be close, but kind of disagree on some of these things.
Understandable.
Yeah, definitely one of the more interesting
I mean, I'm
flavor
loving its
profiles
color.
I've had. Yeah, I love the color on it for 7-year bottle and bond. That's deliciously dark.
It's definitely different with the darkness. But again, I don't think it fully feels like 100 proof.
No, it definitely drinks heavier than that too, which is interesting because I kind of wish that it didn't
Right.
in a weird way, but also I like that it did. It's
Mhm.
This bourbon is full of contradictions. Start at the start. Let's go with the aroma first.
The aroma out of 30, I gave it 21.
I gave it a 20 out of 30.
Okay.
I thought it kind of like snuck in there.
I liked how it had that just almost hidden, again, 100% char. Boom, right in your nose. Then you get just a little of the wax and then a little honey. And then there's like a few other like notes that you can semi get, but they're just there in the background.
You keep saying wax, and I didn't really. Yeah, it does smell like wax candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Nickin lip candy.
Mm-hmm.
It smells like that after you're done chewing it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get that. That's crazy. But yeah, 20 out of 30 just kind of snuck in there. I think it's
Yep.
inoffensive, upper third. It's got all the right notes. It's got that honey sweetness that you want from something called Honey Cut.
Yep.
It has barrel char enough more than you would normally get in a bottle and bond, and then kind of has like that brown sugary, just kind of like undertone that, inoffensive but still good, but not
Right.
much more than that.
Yep.
I'm gonna pull a U on flavor,
Keep it the same.
and also keep the
Oh,
same and
there we
go
go.
20 on flavor. Same notes. I like the honey water. I like the barrel char coming through immediately after that flavor. I just wish the honey stuck around to kind of run over that char a little bit, or the char didn't prevalently take over as fast as it did.
Right.
I wanted some balance there.
Understandable. Yep. I give it a 22 out of 30 for the flavor. I feel like this one is one that you almost want to smoke the glass before you put it in the glass, where you get a little bit more of the smoky flavor to itself.
I can see that.
One of the cocktails that I absolutely love from a different venue, they add a frozen marshmallow as the actual ice cube to the bourbon. And I feel like that could work for this one.
I did a campfire mule in the winter cocktail video.
Yep.
Spring cocktail video coming soon, by the way. And it had a toasted marshmallow as the garnish,
There you go.
but also had I didn't do smoked honey syrup, but it originally said smoked honey syrup. And I think it's something like that where it has lemon juice and honey syrup or maple syrup. This would make a really, really good cocktail.
Right.
I also feel like before we get into the finish here too, these are single barrel picks.
Right.
They're picked to be off profile.
Yeah.
You don't go do a barrel pick at Heaven Hill to get something that matches Heaven Hill bottle and bond. You get the most interesting one to your palate that you all enjoy and like. And I get what they're doing with this.
Mm-hmm.
I get what they're doing with it. It's just, I could drink this. We could have this at next bourbon night, and it could be everybody's favorite. And I love it. But right now, to my palate, this is what it is. So for finish, I'm gonna give it an 18 out of 30.
Okay. I ended up giving it a 19 out of 30.
Okay. Yeah, you and I were fairly close on this one.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like that there was basically nothing besides the barrel char notes.
Mm-hmm.
And now that I'm sitting about it in the back of my palate, there's just a little bit of honey
Right.
still there,
Right.
but not as much as I would have liked.
Yep. By again, out of 5 points, what did you figure this would be?
I gave it a 3 out of 5. I was
Okay.
really hesitant about a bottle and bond store pick from Heaven Hill, especially when they have the Elijah Craig barrel strength and toasted barrel strength
Right.
store pick program. What these and also Larceny barrel strength is also them.
Yep.
I was hesitant to get one, but now that I have one, I can see what they're doing with it, and I kind of want to see if anybody else in the area is doing one to get a couple to compare.
Yep. I think this time around, I put the buy again down point by doing it 2 out of 5.
Okay.
But then I boosted the recommend because I feel like somebody really would enjoy this guy.
I put recommend it 2 out of 5
Mm-hmm.
for the same reason. I think somebody would enjoy this, but I also know that not all of them come out of Deatsville,
Right.
and they come from all these other rick houses. And again, it comes down to these store picks on finding somebody whose palate you like, whether it's a YouTuber or a store, and doing that.
Right.
So that's why I gave it a 2 out of 5.
Yep. So, of course, our score should now be over top here, and our breakdown will be at the end, but it looks like it came out as a decent, entity for the year.
Yeah.
It, again, is a nice, unique.
Yeah,
Bond.
this is a unique bottle on my shelf. Like, not everything has... I like the honeysuckle note. Like, not everything has that. Like, that is definitely an interesting add to the ever-growing shelves of bourbon. I am having trouble finding new places to hide bottles from people who come over and check that kind of thing. Yeah, I think that's about it.
With that, if you can engage the algorithm, fight that monster, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, send this to your guys, gals, binary pals that are bourbon-loving friends, and have that share button go out to them. That would be greatly appreciated. Again, I'm Doug.
I'm Ryan.
We look forward to seeing you next time out here on Rick House Reviews.
Peace out, guys.
That one seems a little lower. Yeah, just barely.
Not bad, though. Not
Right?
bad. Yeah, you say interesting description. It tasted interesting. Like, that is one of the more interesting ones I've had in recent memory. I also just was looking over at the shelf when I said that and realized there's another bottle over there we have to review.
Oh, jeez. Ready.
Technically 2 new bottles. What's the proof on this? Because this might be the next one we do.
Okay.
Oh. Bottle and Bond, 100 proof.
There we go. Easy breezy. Beautiful. Whiskey boy.
So one of the bottles, because Mom was asking me about this, she goes, there were a lot of bottles you said last year that you said you guys would like to revisit. You never revisited.
Oh, yeah.
And this is one of them. And I'm sorry I spilled.
Oh, you're fine. It's just aqua.
However, I got rid of the original bottle.
Ruh-roh.
Because I didn't like it. This is batch 3. The previous bottle was batch 2.
Was it still a 10-year-old?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got this when I told you that the rye was still there. And I don't know if you ever went and got it.
No, sadly.
Dude, I'm so mad I missed Heaven Hill 22. Like, every place dropped when I was busy and not available. And now they're going for like $760 on the secondary.
Jeez. Right there, pull back.
We've talked about honey before. I've definitely also dropped honeysuckle before. I'm not gonna lie, I think I have.
Right.
It's a very rare... It's kind of like the grape jelly thing. Note, you don't realize it until it gets up on you. And God, that left... The honey is still aftertasting. I'm drinking coffee. Is this a double-barreled? No.
Tenure. $100. Nothing more?
Yeah, not more. God, we're doing so many bottle and bonds. But yeah, honeysuckle is a great note when you get it. I am gonna rip this. I have no idea how this bottle is. My friend was like, I heard batch 3 is better than batch 2 because we were talking about it. And I was like, well, you're buying my bottle if I hate it after we film the review. So, we'll see what's up. I'm going to give it I opened it up already and drank a little bit just because I didn't want, like, the super neck pour. But yeah, this was definitely one of my most disappointing. Like, I ripped this bottle. Because, like, this is one of the bottles, like, 1924 is one of the bottles, like, everybody was like, oh, it's allocated and it's hard to find it. It only comes out once a year. And, like, the first batch was so good. And then I got batch 2 and I was like, why did everybody hype this up? And so I ripped it. I think that was my first.
Blackberry.
I think that was my first. Oh, it is blackberry color on the label. Also, I gotta go to Allview tomorrow.
Aha. First time in over 3 weeks.
No, we went a couple weeks ago. We went like last week, but the
Okay.
problem is my friend has a bottle there that he's holding for me,
Ah.
and I need to get your Jack Daniel's Blackberry because they were sold out the last 2 times I was there.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's a good thing. And then
That
he
they're
also,
sold out of Blackberry?
yeah,
That seems odd.
and then well, they can only get 1 case at a time.
Oh. But we can get more? Because I know our VFC, the last 3 times I went to the corner store, they had
They're also
it on the
selling it
shelf.
for like $8 more a container.
At 15, right?
No, it's like $28.99.
Oh, I thought I saw it at 15.
No.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's because our Jack Daniel's prices are a little bit higher in the state.
All
All right, my mic is on. You ready to do it?
We can do it. Do toot. La 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 la. Suskumba. There we are. We're back. With a vengeance.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
It is Doug.
And today we review the Old Forester 1924 Batch 3 2026 release. One of my most disappointing bottles of 2025 was the Batch 2. Today, does it get its revenge on my palate? Stay tuned to find out. All right, so with that out of the way, I'm excited to get into this. This is 1924. It's their 10-year-old allocated series. This is the Batch 3, the 2026 release. I did check the laser code to make sure of that. And I could not find this bottle. I found this bottle last year at just over MSRP. We reviewed it. I was so looking forward to it. And then it was just such a disappointment.
For batch 2.
For Batch 2. I think it got one of my lowest scores here. I think it got a 58.
On the old algorithm.
On the old algorithm. Batch 3 is supposedly back to form. Closer to Batch 1. Some people say it's got a little bit more round on it than Batch 1. I'm excited to see if it can get its revenge on me this year.
Excellent.
And be the bottle I hoped it was when I opened the Batch 2 last year on the channel.
Sounds good. With that, of course, we have the new algorithm where aroma, flavor, finish, all are now 30. Buy again, recommend are now out of 5. We also love you to help us fight the algorithm monster. So like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share this with all your guys, gals, and non-binary bourbon-loving pals. And there's one other thing that I always forget. And
you have to ring the notification bell to get notified whenever a new review or this or that or cocktail video or whatever nonsense we're doing, like our live streams when we review videos, will go live. You will get notified.
And of course, feel free to give us some comments down below.
Yeah, as always, if you had 1924 Batch 1 and 2 or 2 and 3, let us know what your favorite one was down below. With that, I'm excited to get into this and hopefully live up to the hype.
It gets back to the OG.
It does.
Of Batch 1.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that
has
character.
That smells much better than the Batch 2 already. Like, it just has, like... God, ironically, shameless plug, we were talking about rare notes to get on bourbon during the live stream. And I said grape jelly. And I get, like, that stone fruit grape jelly thing going on the aroma.
A little bit of char.
A little bit of barrel char. Well, it's 10 years old, Old Forester, and they do take their barreling very seriously.
But yeah, that grape jelly is prominent in a good way.
Oh, I also have to say, this is 100 proof. This is 50% ABV.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I can dig that.
I can too.
So yeah, it definitely has revenged the second.
Yeah, that is markedly better. Like, people were talking about like the rich flavor of it and everything, and then we tasted it last year, and I was like, "What?" And that has got stone fruit on it.
Yep.
It has got a lot of sugar on it. It feels like I ate. Have you ever had like the brown sugar candies?
Not that I recall. Maybe.
Like sugar babies or sugar
Maybe.
daddies.
Yes.
It almost has like that mouth feel in my mouth right now. It almost has like the sugariness on the side, like the walls of my mouth.
Right.
Still not a huge fan of the finish.
Whereas the finish was where I liked the most, but at the same time,
It was a little rough for me.
yeah, I think this one's the one I could easily see for other elements, which we'll get into when we go over the scores. Because don't want to jump ahead to the end when, even though I really kind of want to, the end is where I want to begin this time around.
Yeah.
If that's okay.
Oh God, are we?
If you're game for it,
No, I really want.
Okay, we're gonna
It makes
start
it
from the
easier
start.
for my editing.
always do it. It's the Aroma out of 30. What did you get?
I gave it a 22.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. I liked it just a little bit more than you at 23.
Yeah.
Again, it, as I said, it has character that other bourbon whiskeys that we've had over the past few days hasn't had. That grapefruit, and by grapefruit I mean grape, jam, jelly,
And fruit.
fruit.
Yes. Typically I release these in order, but I don't know what order these are going to come out in. We reviewed 2 other 100 proofers today. And one of the notes on both of them was the aroma and flavor for 100 proof and how I thought it could be turned up more.
Yes.
This is that turned up more. This is deep. It has that, like we were talking about, like the grape jam, grape jelly, a little bit of red fruit, barrel char, brown sugar notes, and then it punches you with all of that in the flavor.
Yep.
Which was my favorite part of it.
Yep.
I really liked it. I gave it a 23 out of 30.
I kept it at a 23 out of 30.
I thought it was just shy of being in that upper echelon. I thought it was a little rough in parts, and there wasn't a lot of transitional time between flavors. It just kind of hit you with it, and then was that note. Yeah, exactly, and then kind of stayed on that. And like as we talked about last year when we reviewed like the William Louis Weller and the George T. Stagg and the Lot B, there's layers of flavor, and they can really, really good bourbon kind of like layers things in on you. And this just kind of hit you, but that's also kind of Old Forester's thing. So yeah, that was my score.
Excellent. I ended up doing 23 out of 30 as well. I felt like the flavor was part of the best part of this overall. I felt like it created a few new characters of palatable notes that were not initially there in the aroma. And so still kept it as 23 out of 30. I almost said 25 like you almost did. Jeez.
Finish. I think you're going to give it a higher score.
I gave it a high score. It's 23 out of 25. 23 out of 30. We'll get to the new algorithm
we will
eventually.
get this correct eventually. I gave it a 19.
Okay.
I thought it was rough. I thought it was good but rough.
There you
go. So that's why I gave it a 19. Like if it didn't have like that rough edge to it, it probably would have been a 21. But like it just kind of like knocked off a couple points to me. It like knocked it out of like that upper third.
Okay.
Of finishes where it's good, but like I could do without it.
Okay.
Like if I have like another drink or something like immediately after, like I really like that flavor. Boom! Before the finish comes on, it's not like that bad.
There you go.
But I feel like I justified it. I feel like I justified it enough.
Nope, that's quality. Yep.
But I can recommend. I think we're gonna have different scores here because I kind of came at it from a different angle. I feel like
I came at it as a holy hell. If I could get a backup bottle of it, I would buy it again. That's where I showed up, and that's why I gave it a 3 out of 5.
I gave it a 2 out of 5 on buy again because I will need somebody to say, "Hey, this is like batch 1 and 3 again next year."
Yep.
Before I buy it, instead of running out and immediately getting it because I do have that batch 2 in the back of my mind, but it has definitely redeemed itself.
Yes.
Recommend. I also gave it a 2 out of 5.
I gave it the 3 out of 5 with the idea that I hope it's batch 1-3 style. The quality of 3/2 definitely is why I see reasons why 1 probably may have been the best of the 3 years. But this one is a redeeming quality. It redeems itself financially, I think. And in the long run, it would be one that if you do come across batch 3 in this year, would recommend it to any of my bourbon aficionado individuals that I know have started looking around for something different.
Yep.
Because everybody can always nowadays hope to track down the Stag, the Van
Winkle Pappy.
All of the Pappy lines.
Stags become easier to get. BTAC and Pappy is still kind of like the very, very hard. Although I imagine, in terms of numbers, like Heaven Hill 90th, the 22, Jack 12 and 14 are going to be up there this year.
Yep.
Obviously the Brook Hill stuff. I could do a video on just highly allocated bourbons at this point that we're never going to get our hands on in a review. Again.
I mean, we got the 14 last year.
We did.
You lucked out.
I'm gonna have to fight somebody and to get one this year.
You were number 9 and they were number 10, and they decided that.
No, I was number 6, and we were. Never mind, that's not a story for you guys. You guys, shameless plug. You should check out the lives because I'll talk about it over there.
There you go.
But yeah, it's crazy.
Any other notes regarding this guy?
I will also never forget the guy that talked my mom into getting the single barrel E.H. Taylor so he could get the backup Bomberger's PFG for himself.
Oh, dang.
Anyway, I don't have any other notes. I think this did pretty well, as you can see from the score over the bottle.
Yep.
So for Rickhouse Reviews, he's Doug.
He's Ryan.
Once again, please like, comment, subscribe, share this with all of your friends and pals, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. So the Jack 14 story. Mom was there. She's in chat. She remembers this.
No.
So we were asked nicely by the owner of the store. They were one of like only 3 stores that hadn't dropped, but had Jack 14 at that time. Was asked nicely, would you all please wait outside instead of crowding the aisles? We know we're dropping today, basically.
I'll refill momentarily.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep going.
And so we did that. And we were there. And we were waiting outside. And I was 6th. Thought I was 5th. I was 6th. If I was 5th, Mom would have come up and been the 6th person. Ooh, 75. So plus...
Because 69 and 6 is 75.
Plus 3 is... Oh, we didn't do that side either.
Yep. 20, 40... 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67.
So I gave it a 63. So plus 2 is 65, minus 2 is 65. And then what did you get on the other side?
75.
And I gave it a 68. So plus 3 is 71. Minus 3 is 72, which means it is a 71.5. This guy walked by us, said hello, asked what we were doing there. We said they're dropping, we're waiting. Walked inside the store, and then decided that he was number 1 because he was in the store when they dropped. And tried to grab the Jack Daniels. Luckily, the people that were waiting in line were nice people, and they body blocked him from getting to the bottle. And then the guy in 7th also tried to grab one of the Jack 14s. And we're like, dude, you're 7th. Like, you're getting a Bomberger's PFG, which ended up being the get. it ended up being rarer than the Jack 14. So, like...
Jeez.
And then my mom got my backup American Light Whiskey, which we've never gotten into because we don't drink the 17 that often.
We still have that entire insanity to also do.
We still have to do the Discovery video.
Discovery Bardstown.
That's going to be, like,
14
one where you
years.
come over and, like, you're crashing at my place for the night because it's so fucking long.
Yep. 14?
13 bottles we have to go through.
I thought there was a 14th one.
Yeah, it comes out in September.
Oh, okay.
And they have not confirmed there's another Discovery coming out this year yet.
So
It hasn't gotten filed with the TPA yet.
we should potentially do this like here in the middle of the year.
We should do it like next week so we don't have to do 14 bottles at once. But yes, somebody asked redemption question mark. Yes, 1924 did redeem itself. I did actually enjoy that bottle as much as I thought I would have. This was 63, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Have cancer one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually really good. Get yeah, I also got a backup Blanton's the other day too.
Gold.
No, regular Blanton's.
Silver.
Just regular Blanton's. I was gonna grab this and smell it just because.
Do you have your horses all lined up, ready to go?
No, I'm still like 7 shy, dude.
Do we need to figure out which horses you still need?
No, we're not there yet. Also, have you seen the new Bardstown labels?
No.
Oh, they fucked up big time.
Ah.
So, we're on the internet. We're on YouTube. I don't give a shit talking about this. So, Bardstown Bourbon Company decided they were going to do new labels.
How screwed up. Is this equivalent to Utah hockey team to Utah Mammoth? Where it's actually
Worse.
pretty legit, but also like, guys, you could have thought of something so much better.
No, the Utah Mammoth is pretty great. It's just the design and the colors are flat.
Ooh.
So Bardstown Bourbon Company says Bardstown Bourbon Company in full spelling out on all of their labels.
Uh-oh.
They decided they were going to abbreviate it.
So similar to like Mustang Sally Brewing, where it becomes an MZB.
Except they didn't put the small 0 and the period.
Oh, God.
So it just says BBC High Wheat on it now.
Yikes.
And I'm not talking about the British Broadcasting Company.
Yikes.
And everybody's like, WTF, your marketing department needs to be fired.
Yikes. Sad part is now I kind of want you to have a bottle so that we can just show off the stupidity of the label.
I have bought backups of all of my Bardstown labels. So that I do not have to have one of those on my shelf until absolutely necessary.
Until 14.
Also, somebody sent me a photo the other day because they know I love Discovery Series.
Uh-oh.
They found a place that had 7, 9, 10s, and 11s and asked if I needed to back up of anything.
I think you're good.
I have a backup 10. I have a backup 9. I have a backup 12.
I mean, the 7 might be helpful.
I have 2 backups of the 3. No, I hate the 7. 7's not great.
7's
8's the one that you want.
Which one was supposedly one of the Wild Turkey buff?
Buff Turkey is 12.
Okay.
8 and 5 are the ones that supposedly have... Okay, so I gotta explain the process here. God, I wish I had a whiteboard, but my whiteboard has writing all over it. So, Buffalo Trace, when they make their wheated mash bill, they tested it 18 months, then they tested it 5 years, then they tested it 10. And when they tested it 10, it either gets earmarked for Weller or Pappy. And because at that point, if it's low quality at 10 years old, boom, special reserve, antique 107, wait 2 years, hopefully it can maybe be Weller 12. In 2 years, maybe it can also be Weller foolproof. All sorts of stuff like that. But it gets earmarked at 10 years old because that is how old Rip Van Winkle is. 8 and 5 supposedly have 13-year-old barrels that were earmarked for Pappy.
Right.
That then went off profile. That then got sold on the secondary. So 5 and 8 is the Pappy discoveries.
There you go.
Although I don't get it.
Yep.
But we also did recently find out that the Tennessee whiskey that everybody thought was Dickel in that one batch is actually Jack Daniels that went off profile too.
Oh, jeez.
All right, so we've got 3 more we can do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking Elijah Craig Rye.
Sounds good.
What was the one I said we had to do? I said we had to do one today.
Weren't you going to do F Cancer?
No.
Don't have to do that one.
We don't have to do this one.
A. Smith was one you were hoping to
and then the
also
American
do.
Light Whiskey 18 year to get that out. Yeah.
There we go. Where do we want to go then?
The A126 barrel proof rye is 60 proof.
Cool.
Then we can go up to 68 proof.
Okay.
And then we can go up to 71%.
Sounds good.
Sorry, I meant all those percentages, not proofs.
Yep.
Have you rinsed out yet?
I have.
I'm getting to get more water after this video, which is fine because I can pour the Bowman and then let it sit in glass. This bottle, meanwhile, it's been open. Also, tell Hicks I have his bottle of Elijah Craig for him. You should take a photo real quick.
Jones bottle for you. Add camera. Swappities. Turn sideways. Oop.
Thank you. That was super funny. We had it at G that one night.
Yep.
And everybody was like, can you get me a bottle of this?
Uh-huh.
So I have 3 bottles sitting here. 2 bottles. I have my back... No, 3 bottles. I have 2 backups. The open one and Hicks's. So
Yep.
4. Sorry, Mom.
He did get some endorsement recently from the last bourbon night, so I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Who?
You?
Oh?
Didn't you? I know I threw in. I thought Hicks threw in. Did Grampy not throw in?
Money?
I believe so.
No, DePaula paid me for
A bottle?
the bottle.
Because I know I dropped you some funds direct.
Yes. Yes. Thank
Yep. Beautiful.
you. Does he know Bourbon Night is on the 18th?
Yep.
And we will be watching WrestleMania.
That is... Okay. How many TVs do you need me to bring over?
Just one? I have that one.
Right?
That's fine.
Right?
Do I need you to bring... I don't think I need you to bring over a TV.
Okay. Because it was like, I could set one up right over there.
Remind him Bourbon Night's the 18th of
Yep.
April.
Already did.
Oh.
Beautiful April 18th.
Yeah. God, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ran into Joe Friday night,
Oh, cool.
and I was like, I think Jones would absolutely love you on the channel if you're game. Because I feel like you guys were literally having a cross discussion during Bourbon Night, which was an incredible time. And I would just sit back, watch, and also DePaulo hated me throughout the night because he had one of the chairs with the arms. So I'm there with my arm on his left arm, just, chillaxing, and he's there like, can I help you? Yeah, if you want, I can snuggle. As I'm like nuzzling into his shoulder, the bad shoulder, by the way, because he hurt himself.
That is still one. I was with DePaula at Bunny Man the other weekend.
South?
No, you were
north?
at Burke.
You guys were north, yeah.
And I told DePaula, I was like, I hate to say this, but your video of you falling into the door and breaking your shoulder is still one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Sorry. I hate to say it, because we were talking and laughing about it. And JoJo was there.
Mm-hmm.
So it was good to see her.
Yep.
God. All right. You ready?
What information should I know about this?
11 years, 11 months, supposedly 21 days. Like, just make it 12 years at that point. And it's 120.4 proof.
124 proof.
Yep.
And this is EC.
ECA 126.
126.
Yep.
Aroma, flavor, finish, and buy and recommend.
Wait a minute. I just realized something. We never did these.
Not that I'm aware of. Yeah, the
Yeah, there's some by
Green
Dr.
River.
No. Wilderness Trail.
Okay.
Dr. Pat. Oh! I didn't show you I got this.
Interesting.
Distilled in Kentucky at 0 proof alcohol.
Oh!
For the
Even
for
cooler.
the cocktail videos.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're going to do a cocktail video at some point. I'm going to try and trick Doug.
With the non-alcoholic good stuff.
You ready?
Yeah. Because we had our beer group. Athletics.
You ready?
Did it finally turn on? I guess so. Yeehaw!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Rick House Reviews. As always, it is Ryan.
I am Doug.
And today we review the almost 12-year-old A126 Rye out of Elijah Craig and Heaven Hill Distillery here on Rick House Reviews. So, as we know, Elijah Craig for a very long time, and Heaven Hill in turn, have been releasing batched barrel-proof bourbons, and last year they got into the rye game. Their first one was A925. This is A126. This is the first batch. It's 11 years, 11 months. I read somewhere that it was like 20 days, and it's like you guys couldn't have kept it in the barrel for 10 more days to get it to that 12-year mark. But it's 120.4 proof, so 60.2%. Very high proof, very dark. You can tell we hate this bottle from the fact that I think this is actually the second bottle of it we've had in our little ever-growing bourbon cave. And today we get to review it, and I'm very, very excited about it. But before we get into that, we do have a couple housekeeping things. As always, help us fight the algorithm monster, please and thank you. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell to get notified about every time we have a new video or whenever we go live, which hopefully we'll be doing more often here in the new year, or as we get into 2026, I should say. And also share this with all of your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals to kind of spread the word about the channel. It really does help us out.
As far as the new year has gone, we have transitioned away from our old algorithm of different numbers for different things to make it a little bit more streamlined.
Yes.
Where we do aroma, flavor, and finish all at 30 points, buy and recommend at 5 points, and usually there's still some caveats. We're still tinkering with it, but at the same time, we think this new version is a little bit better. It's been actually over the day pretty on par with what we were hoping to actually see.
Yeah.
So that we don't have that buy again, giving something a whole lot higher margin.
Yeah.
I recommend giving it even higher.
We wanted to see lower number. We talked about this a little bit in the video, and I guess we can get into it here a little bit. We had a bunch of bottles that were stacked up and tied with each other in between like 78 and 84 points.
Yep.
And so we really wanted to untie it, which is also why on Buy Again and Recommend, we could in fact give it a 0.
Yes.
And not give it that kind of benefit of the doubt and some bonus points at the end. I don't think that's going to be the case here today, though, to be totally honest. The A925, I'm so used to saying C9 because of the bourbon, A925 was 13 years old.
Oh, jeez.
And was a little bit higher proof than this. Was phenomenal. I hope this bottle lives up to the hype. I know it does. Because we've sampled this several times compared to other ryes. I'm excited to get into this.
Excellent.
Ready?
With that said, let's go for it.
Boom. Right away, it punches you that it's a rye.
Good
Like,
morning, rye.
I knew that was, before I even really smelled it, I knew that was coming.
Oh, yes.
So good. It is
little
baking
stone
spice, a little bit of stone fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I always call it, like, I hate to say it, it's white. Rye to me has like that white stone fruit.
Yeah.
versus bourbons normally have like that red stone fruit where you get more like apricot, peachy stone fruit on rye, and you get kind of like that sweetness from it. Barrels are not a whole lot of like darker sugar notes that we've had on some ryes, like with maple syrup, sugary. It's just kind of like white sugar sweetness to go with that. Smells great.
And it burns in a good way.
I don't get a lot of burn on it. I will say I get a lot of like sweet dill, like, this is gonna be a really weird note, but like Sour Patch Kids.
Okay.
I get kind of like that sour puckeriness on it with the dill and everything. I don't get a ton of licorice, which I hate to get on rye. I just kind of wish like overall I had more sugar on the flavor and the finish.
Whereas I'm getting more of the baking spices.
I get a lot of baking up front, and then again on the finish with the burn, I get a lot of baking spice.
Mm-hmm. But in the middle is a nice, even Elijah Craig whiskey.
Yeah.
But we still know it's a rye because it still has that nice.
Also, I've talked about this in previous videos, and I never got the Kentucky video out from last year.
Oh.
It may never see the light of day because my GoPro was broken.
Bad
I
GoPro.
didn't know it. When you go into Heaven Hill, and everybody's like, how do they do so much stuff? You literally are driving for 20 minutes through fields that are just rick houses that hold like the legal maximum size of barrels, which is like 100-something thousand.
Right.
And you drive through fields and 40, 50, like 70 on it. It's crazy. I don't know where this came from, but I need you to age it to like 20 years old and release it. Because Mamma Mia, that's good. And they actually just released an Elijah Craig product too. They just released a 15-year. That's right, we're doing a review.
Mm-hmm. I think those are my numbers for today for this EC.
You like that a lot.
I did. And again, a burn to one person is something that is absolutely phenomenal. A burn to somebody else could be all right, but it may be off flavor for them. Everybody will always have their own review, and that's where we would love if you've had this guy or the Batch C 125.
Yeah.
Let us know your very score. You know?
Or if you've had or if you've gone and bottled your own barrel proof rye, because that used to be the only way to get the Elijah Craig barrel proof rye.
Right.
Was through that program. I have one. It's great.
Didn't we do a this and that with that one? No, we did this and that with your Infinity bottle.
You dropped the Infinity bottle.
He started with the Elijah, and the Infinity bottle is, I think, 40%
No,
Elijah.
I started with the Blanton's Gold, and you guys hit me with Eagle Rare,
It'll
and
be
then
down
you
below
hit with
so that you can find it. Don't get us wrong. He hates us for the third round for sure. Because we
That's why I still have not released that video to this day, by the way.
Ah, dang it.
It will probably be out before this.
We'll hope that it's out with the idea that he only does round 1 and round 2 of
60.
it. Because round 1 was very good. Round 2, I think we still did a bourbon.
You did, no, it was the same one from last round. Then you did...
We did the Infinity with...
Then you did White Dog and...
Yeah, that was that one. And then he went...
Mellow Corn.
Yes.
All right,
Which,
cool.
We love you, Mellow Corn, but...
Top of the order, too, yeah.
Top of the order. It almost went out of the park at 25 for 30.
Cool. I'm close. I gave it a 24 out of 30. I didn't think... I thought it was great, but I didn't think it was in, like, the upper... like... 15% of rise.
Right.
Like, I thought it was good. Don't get me wrong. It had a lot of the notes I like, but it wasn't just quite there.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt the same way about flavor, giving it a 23.
Okay. I ended up giving it a 25 out of 30. I really... Again, the burn is one of the things that I like as a character of these...
Oh, I do too. Don't get me wrong. I like
stuff. And then having the flavor, then have different characters as it slowly went down the actual tongue. transitioning from the bacon spice to a nice solid
Like sweet
bourbon
dill
barrel
rye,
with
sweet dill
some
rye, yeah.
just sweetness, and then finishing off with like brown sugar cinnamon extract, almost like vanilla extract, but not really. It's more of like a true.
See, I didn't get any like brown sugar sweetness on it. I got like baking spice into like dill
Okay.
and like some rye flavor into like what tasted like for lack of a better word, like tiki bitters.
Right.
Like really sharp, like cinnamon, nutmeg, oil kind of thing. And I didn't really get a lot of sweetness on it. And that's why I knocked it down a couple points. If I got any level of brown sugar, that would have been a 25 out of 30 for me, easily.
Okay.
Same with the finish.
Right.
I wanted a little bit more sweetness. I did like the spice. I thought it was very, very flavorful, and I did enjoy. It didn't last too long. It had the right amount of length on it for the amount of tannic flavor and like barrel char I had in my mouth, which is why I gave it a 23 out of 25 on finish as well.
I ended up giving it 1 point higher at 24 out of 30.
Yeah. Oh, did I say 25?
You did. We're still breaking our habits.
No. Buy again. I gave it a 3 out of 5 with a caveat.
I gave it a 4 out of 5 with the idea that I really like having backups of these bottles.
I gave it a 3 out of 5 because 1, I already have backups, but 2, buy again. Talking about the series going forward in general, if they can keep the age statements high,
right?
It's like 11 years plus, and keep them over 60%, not proof, 60%. Please keep making these,
right?
You know, and that's kind of where my score came from, and that's kind of where my recommend came from too.
Yeah.
Which is 3 out of 5.
Same, 3 out of 5 for me.
Is if they keep the years higher and the proof, I'll give them a little bit of credit. If they can keep it over 58%, and like close to 11 years or just over 11 years, like yes, please keep making
11
these.
years, 11 months, 28 days, because why not?
You know, 11 years, 1 month, fine, whatever. 10 years, 11 months, sure, that almost counts. But like keep those age statements and those proofs higher, like, yes, please keep making them. But the problem is we saw that with the Elijah Craig series. It kept getting younger and lower proof. Right. And that would lower my recommend score if they started doing that. But so far, 2 for 2.
Sounds good. Again, we are Rickhouse Review. We really appreciate you watching our channel. We really appreciate you sharing this channel with your bourbon-loving friends, family, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Feel free to hit that like, subscribe, comment, down below. Let us know what you think about our channel and or your score on this. As always, the score has been floating. Our scores will be shown after the end of the video. And for Rickhouse Reviews, I believe that ends it for Doug.
I'm Ryan.
We'll see you next time.
Peace out, guys. Olga is voicing her displeasure at us being in the house.
I heard.
I hit the button.
No, there we go.
Jesus.
Power enough.
So you got an 81.
I believe so. 25.
50, 74.
75 with 6. Yep.
Yeah, 81, which means it's 75, 78.5 overall.
We need a new card.
We do need new cards. Can I have the cards, please?
You may.
Meow. Well, she's been trapped downstairs all day because Doc was over here.
Until just earlier, around 1-ish.
No, he left earlier than that.
Okay. Doc and her don't get along?
No, she hates anything bigger than her, including me.
Oh, well.
What did I say we were going to review?
We have 2 more.
We do.
Potentially. You got A. Smith Bowman if you'd like, and then the...
Penelope, that's what it was.
Yep.
I knew I wanted to give you 2 more today, and I forgot what they were.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to run to the bathroom super quick.
Sounds good.
Go leave my mic on, because it's not connected to that.
I mean, you can tap it to mute it.
You want a mango candy?
I'm good, but thank you.
Okay.
Hesty throws one right in front of the camera. Here you guys
go.
go.
In front of the camera?
No. No, you threw it behind on purpose.
Hi! Yes, there are people over. Those are free.
Yeah, no, what you call it? They went with the WWE X17. My Way, when it was Stone Cold Rock. For CM Punk and Roman Reigns, I don't think it has the same impact. It's close, though.
Stop playing copyrighted audio on YouTube.
What are you talking about?
I heard it from all the way upstairs.
Yeah, but you get 3 seconds, right?
But technically, you get nothing. Are you ready?
We can be. Oh, wait. But I could have sworn they released this on their site.
They didn't.
Did not? Boo. Which one's this? Oh, the random transition to a transition to a transition to a transition.
We only have 2 more videos and we'll even fill it up like that.
Which one's this? Oh, yes, the robot.
We got asked a question. How many more? 2 today, and then we have more to review after that, but 6 is about what we can do.
You didn't pack the luggage? Like, what's the big deal? We all wear the same clothes every single day anyway.
Yes, I love that. Zoinks, Scoobs. I love how the dude was, like, prepared to play Shaggy until he died.
Mm-hmm.
And then the first live-action movie came out, and he asked Matthew if Matthew Lillard would voice Shaggy going forward.
Yep.
See, that just seems overly complicated.
A little bit. Having to have, the pillow, blow it out.
Yeah. Looks nice, though. And then if it doesn't go far enough, you get guillotined. Sorry, we're watching random YouTube videos. Alright, we should drink our water and get going on this.
Sounds good. What's the other movies that are coming out that are supposedly looking good? Masters of the Universe, of course.
Yeah, did you see the Super Mario announcement?
Not the newest one.
Yeah, they're randomly, like, I guess ticket sales, pre-orders weren't as good as they thought they were going to be. So they're like, by the way, Star Fox and Falco are in this. And Glenn Powell's voicing Star Fox.
And then you got, 2 after movie credits that they've already announced.
So let's read the back of this while you you already finished your water.
Finished.
Give me your glass then, and I will pour this.
A. Smith cask.
I just put B5 Bowman because I'm a smartass, and I know Doug will put the full description, and I will know exactly what it is. 68.8.
68.
This is such a jump, dude. All right. In 1927, Abram Smith Bowman purchased the 7,200-acre Sunset Hill Farms in Fairfax County, Virginia. With the repeal of Prohibition, Abram built a distillery on this farmland and produced such labels as Virginia Gentleman and Fairfax County Bourbon, with the help of his 2 sons. The distillery was the sole producer of legal whiskey in the Commonwealth of Virginia until the 1950s, We continue to embrace tradition, honoring one of Virginia's great pioneers in Fredericksburg today with his second distillery site. This limited edition cast strength bourbon is a tribute to Abram Smith Bowman and his relentless pursuit of making the world's best bourbon. Sure. Oh, did you want me to do my announcer voice, like my voice acting?
Back in the day.
In 1927, Abram Smith Bowman purchased the 7200 Sunset Hill Farms in Fairfax County, Virginia.
But there's more.
With the Depression raging and the repeal of Prohibition, a distillery was built on this farmland and produced such labels as Virginia Gentleman and Fairfax County Bourbon. And that's hurting my throat because I didn't warm up.
Too late. Too late. Just keep going. We are Venom.
Sorry.
I thought it was Galantis or whatever. Thor. Who blows up the world?
Galactus. Although that was Ralph Inez in Fantastic Four.
True.
Which was a great movie. I will not hear slander otherwise.
Too late. Slander.
Also, they spoiled...
J.K. Simmons.
They spoiled who somebody is playing in the Spider-Man movie on accident.
There's a reason I haven't watched any of the trailers for that, because I just want to go into it cold.
So, Sadie Sink, who's playing an unknown character in it,
Oh.
Marvel officially announced she'll be back in Doomsday and Secret Wars and signed a 5-picture deal beyond those 3 movies.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, a redhead who's going to be in 8 movies? Welcome to the MCU, Jean Grey. Jesus Christ.
Oopsie.
Also, somebody made and then I swear to God we will record a review.
I am the Doe Monster, incarnation of all this evil.
Sorry. But, somebody pointed out something that in the trailers, in both the trailers for Spider-Man,
The new one.
we have only seen the Hand, which we know is not the primary antagonist. And we know a lot of the villains in the movie are going to be in an early montage of him being Spider-Man for the year between the end of the last movie, or the 18 months between the end of the last movie and the start of this movie.
Right.
And it's like, there's no antagonist in any of the trailers. Why is that? And somebody's like, oh, because he's going to turn into Man-Spider, and the Hulk and Punisher are going to have to kill him in the 3rd act, and he's the antagonist. And I was like, oh yeah,
I hate you all.
that makes so much sense.
I remember that.
I remember Spider Island. I fucking hated it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Ryan's Comics Corners for today. All right, ready to hit the record button?
Hit the record button.
It will take a minute to warm up.
I went through the danger zone.
Stop.
But it's not picking
Stop.
up my volume.
Today, we review a very, very special bottle. The A. Smith Bowman Cask Strength Batch 5. 68.8% out of our home state of Virginia from the Fredericksburg Bourbon Distillery. Today on Rick House Reviews. So we have before us the Batch 5 lottery item, A. Smith Bowman, the Pioneer Spirit Cask Strength. Hey, thank you for winning it.
You're welcome.
First of all,
Lucky me. Totally by accident. Put myself in with no hope in sight, and then brother-in-law gets the email saying, hey, I think I won. And then he shoots the email my way, and it's like, hey, sorry, you're not one of the lucky individuals. And so I'm there like, oh shoot. So I open up my email, and it goes, hey, you are one of the luckies. I'm there like, that seems very counterproductive, guys.
So first of all, welcome to Rick House Reviews. I'm Ryan.
I'm Doug.
And thank you for tuning in. Before we get more into this, because I do have some complaints, if you guys really want to engage the algorithm and help us out and fight the monster that is it, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all your bourbon-loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Ring that notification bell. Comment down below how much you hate Bowman's lottery emails, like I do, because the aw shucks, better luck next time makes me want to punch my monitor. It's the aw shucks to me that just is grating every time.
Whereas, like, at least with the VABC one, they're like, hey, better luck next time.
Yeah, they're just like,
Nice.
unfortunately, you weren't selected as the winner. I'm like, great, cool. That's what an email should be. Aw, shucks. No. We opened this at the last bourbon night. I think we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yep.
I am very excited to review it on the channel today because it is hard to get. 1. And 2, I'm very interested to see what score it gets and where it ends up
Overall, this year.
8 months
On
from
its-
now. If it ends up in a bracket or something.
With how everybody enjoyed it, I feel like it's going to be in that potential upper 70s.
Well, why don't you tell them how
But-
it's going to be scored?
The scoring is brand new, simple, easier than last year, where we continue to screw up and remember last year's numbers instead of this year's, even though it's so simple. 30 across the board for aroma, flavor, and finish, giving us 90 points of actual product element. Then we have 2 5s, buy again, recommend. These, of course, usually have caveats. Well, with the lottery caveat, we're going to throw out the whole lottery ideology because that's a totally separate entity. If the lottery was not an issue for getting this style of bottle, that is what I think we're going to try and base our buy again recommend on as best as possible.
I don't want to give them a -1 in general because
Oh,
the
the
sticker
label?
is already coming off of this bottle.
Oh no.
And like this one is already peeling at the corners and I have barely touched it.
Great.
So worth of note about Bowman, and we have talked about this before, and they will vehemently deny this if you go to tour the distillery, but it is true. This is Mash Bill 2 from Buffalo Trace. That is distilled once in Kentucky. Then it is put into steel drums, brought to the A. Smith Bowman Distillery in Fredericksburg, Virginia, and then distilled on their old-fashioned copper still for the second and final distill, which is where you get the high wine and low wine and blend everything, and then barreled on pallets in Fredericksburg.
There you go.
And it's wild. Like you're on this highway, you go down this road, and then you make a left and go over this little bridge, and it's like Rick House and Distillery. It's kind of in the middle of Fredericksburg. It's kind of crazy. With that, I'm excited to get into this. You ready?
Now, do we know which bottle number this one ended up in? This is, nope,
No,
No
it doesn't have a
bottle.
bottle number on it.
just is 10 year.
Yep.
Cast strength.
Yeah, I think they had.
They used to give you the bottle number. I'm a
I
little
think
sad
this
by
cast
that.
strength release was like 10 barrels or something. Which is normally about would be about 1,000 bottles.
Okay.
And some of it goes to distribution. Like you can buy this on the shelf in some states.
Right.
Now it's highly allocated in those states, but you can find it. I'm excited.
Yep.
You ready to
Just
rock and roll?
always.
Cheers.
Yes.
Nostrovia. That is what I want in 10-year cast strength. Just off rip. That
Very
is
inviting. Very flavorful. Has a little sugar, but char.
barrel proof, like some red stone fruit. Dare I say nectarine?
Potentially.
And like a little undertone of like brown sugar on it.
Yes.
I think I smell the proof a little bit too much to like fully enjoy that though.
That's 68.
68%. Yeah, it's high. But God, I will say,
It's scary smooth.
for the proof, the flavor is foolproof. The finish leaves something to be desired, though, I will say that. But I think I've said that about every Bowman product.
I had my numbers before we even started, and I felt bad, but I wanted to confirm, and I think confirmation is definitely exactly that.
I
It
kind
is
of agree.
an incredible bottle. Don't get us wrong. Abraham bottle that is a totally off-brand. Every now and then, also allocated. There's been past ones that are double finished. There has been past ones that are
Yeah, the Hungarian oak, the French oak. They did the toasted barrel finish.
the one that a lot of people can usually find on the shelves is, of course, the port finish, which it's unique.
If you
good.
thought Angel's Envy was too rough, I would get the Bowman small batch port
And give it a
finish.
shot.
Also, if you like Blanton's and can't find it regularly, but you see John J. Bowman sitting on your shelf, grab the Bowman's. I don't think it is a Blanton's killer. I don't think it's a replacement. Like, we blinded it a couple times, and Blanton's has won, but it's still pretty good. All right, with that, I have my numbers.
Excellent. I feel like the aroma and the flavor, to me, are the best parts, and both of those got 26 out of 30.
Okay, aroma.
Aroma by itself, 26.
I gave it a 24 out of 30.
Okay.
I thought it was very good. I thought it was inviting. It still burned my nostrils a little bit. And I don't hold that against it.
No.
It probably knocked it down 1 point. But, like, I wanted... It's hard to describe. I wanted just a little bit more.
Okay.
And I feel like that's being greedy.
True.
But 24 out of 30 on the aroma. I thought it was very good. I thought it hit hard. I thought it did everything a cast strength bourbon at this proof needed to do. But it just wasn't... Like, when you smell, like, the George... I hate to say this. When you smell the Hazmat George T. Stagg, which is obviously one of the best bourbons every year, that was Hazmat this year, and it smelled less proofy than this.
True.
Being 6% higher. So, like, I was kind of expecting a little bit, like, rounded edges on it. A little more rounded edge is how I would describe it.
There we go.
Flavor. You and I are very close.
Again, 26 out of 30.
I gave it a 25 out of 30.
Wow.
I thought it was there. I didn't think it was much further there.
Right.
Top 10%, not much further.
Yep.
It has everything you want on a cask strength bourbon.
Yes.
It has the cask flavor. It has I say tannins, but it has that char flavor from the barrel, which also gives it like that vanillin and brown sugar.
Right.
But then it also hits you with the proof. But this specifically doesn't hit you in an offensive way.
No. For being 68.8.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna change my score. I'm gonna agree with you.
You're gonna bump it up?
26 out of 30.
Okay.
I will bump it up. I was kind of thinking about it when I was talking about it, and I realized it's there. It's just not in that upper 10%. It's just not in that 10%.
Right.
It's just shy. Like, I can see why previous batches of this have won gold medals and have been the best bourbon in the world. Like, on the flavor. But then the finish, to me, is just... Everything runs off the palate so hard and so fast. And I'm just left with, like, this sugary char.
Right.
That I'm not a huge fan of. But, like, it's somehow enjoyable with the flavor of the bourbon.
Okay. Yep.
What did you give it?
I still give it an upper number 25 out of 30 for the finish.
Okay.
Just now, even double checking, the finish pairs well with the flavor, and it for me, it hits the tip of the tongue. It rolls down the base of the tongue, and then it hits the back of the throat in a very amicable, balanced way that you get the tip of the tongue getting one flavor, the base of the tongue getting another, and the back of the throat getting a totally different flavor, all simultaneously still having that char finish as its baseline, which I think is exactly what the cask strength should always have.
That's a really good way to word it.
Thank you.
I will say my finish being 22 out of 30
right.
is because even though I didn't like a lot of the things on the finish, the flavor rolls into that finish so well that you don't really realize you're in the finish, and then it kind of stays there and it all works really well together, where if you had just given me a bourbon with that finish,
right.
the finish probably would have been a 14 out of 30. but it rolls in and it kind of like encapsulates and just kind of finishes it off in a way that's really good.
Right. As far as buy again and recommend out of 5 apiece, the buy again, without the lottery, if this was available at the normal MSRP price, which roughly is right now going $100.
Say it at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
3.
3 out of 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Without a shadow of doubt.
100%.
I would love to have a backup without even thinking. I used to, on a regular basis, back easily 10, 12 years ago, when I would go into the VABC, I would V-line direct to the A. Smith Bowman section.
Back when you could get BTAC and Pappy on the store shelves.
Yeah. I would literally just go direct to, and A. Smith Bowman was like my number one element. Whatever they had, I would literally grab one of every bottle to bring home so that I then could try them individually. Don't get us wrong. They also have their 2 spirits, vodka and gin.
No, they have the Caribbean Cask Strength rum now, too.
They do have the rum.
And
the Bailey's caramel.
It's named after the wife,
Mary.
and it is the bourbon cream.
Bourbon cream.
And there is actually a higher percentage of bourbon in their bourbon cream than any other commercially available bourbon cream.
Uh-oh.
However, if you want to make your own, go check out the winter cocktail recipe video because I make my own Baileys in that video. And it is better than anything I've ever had. That being said, recommend.
Yep.
I can't take the lottery out of the recommend, unfortunately. I have to give it a 2 out of 5 because of the limited availability.
Because of that lottery.
Yeah.
But without the lottery, again, I'm giving it, without the lottery, 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
100% would recommend almost any of the Abraham Cask Strength options. If you're even thinking about applying for them and you're lucky enough to get that magical lottery completion saying, hey, you're lucky, come on down and get it. Depending on where you are in the state, it makes it a whole lot easier. We're up in Northern Virginia, so it's a little bit of a drive, but the nice part was...
Go visit the distillery.
You can easily just hang out there for, an additional 30 to 2.5 hours if you get on one of the tours as well. So, it becomes not just a one-off drive. It becomes an adventure with a story to tell after the fact.
Plus, if you live in Nova and you don't have a cookout, right outside of the distillery is a cookout.
Yep.
I have a feeling the final score will be over the bottle right now. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing this at the end of the year.
Yes.
If not in the video, his selection. So with that,
easily.
we're going to wrap it up here. Please engage the algorithm monster for us. Like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell. So for Rick House Reviews, I am Ryan.
I am Doug.
And we'll see you next time, guys.
Peace out, guys. 15?
Yeah.
Because we went off
Because
on that
you
rant.
fucking ranted, dude. Several times.
You're so red.
I know.
Which one pair? What do you recommend if you're really thirsty? Blanton's or Eagle Rare because you won't get fucking sloshed.
That too.
Balanced, sophisticated, eloquent, beautiful. What pairs best with a fart? Your mom.
One.
Are you shaking because you're angry from ranting?
No.
Okay.
We've only done one on this piece of paper.
How many more videos you got?
One
left.
more.
Okay.
We've already done 4.
Olga has voiced her displeasure at us doing reviews already.
Was she loud?
No.
She's been downstairs going like, a couple times.
This might be because of her toy.
Yeah, that's true. Also because she was trapped downstairs until like noon.
That too.
Yeah, no. Slow day, but good money.
Nice.
Yeah, 5 tables, but I made that with like $91. So.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Please don't leave. Unfortunately, we're only doing one more video and then we're out.
Well, let me rephrase that. I woke up with the idea that I was going to go do brunch at this one Cinnabon place. But you got to get there before 11 because Cinnabons run out by 11:10. Well, I didn't wake up until 12. So I was like, well, where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? So I started driving around.
That'll do it.
I ended up at Anita's. I was at the bar at Anita's. The nice part was the young lady behind the bar was like, you look like you want dessert. I recommend the cherry burrito, which basically it's a cherry pie, but as a burrito.
Burrito, yeah. yeah.
Phenomenal.
Oh, let you know we replaced the apple delight with bread pudding at Kilroy's.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm in.
So it's the bread pudding, the funnel cake fries, and the lava cake. So that's it. And then
Yes.
supposedly this month or next month we're getting a bunch of new food. Desserts might be part of it. We don't know.
Okay.
So I'll keep you updated on it.
Thank you.
I know. Wish I were
letting Doug talk and talk is wonderful. Yes, it does make our videos longer, which the algorithm wizard / monster does appreciate. That's my mom's
Apologies.
shit talking about.
Yeah, I figured. I appreciate you, Mom.
Oh, I did want to show off a sample. We did do this at the last bourbon night. You guys probably can't see the lettering on it. At the last bourbon night, we did open this vial, which did have bourbon up above the label on it.
Mm-hmm.
This bottle that we opened, just this vial, was 1.25 ounces. If I had bought it instead of being gifted it,
Yeah.
it would have been almost $300.
Ew.
But gifted.
I was gifted it.
I know, but like the thought of it just. Ugh.
Yeah. But we
This
split it
was
between 10 people.
9
9.
because Hicks didn't show up. Hicks was our 10.
Because
This
Tex
was-
is still working early mornings.
Michter's
Tuesday and
20
Thursday.
year 2024. That's the next lottery. I don't want you to freak out when I send it to you.
Why
Me,
don't
myself?
you want me to freak out?
So the next lottery in Virginia is going to have Michter's 20-year bourbon and rye, which is MSRP $1,600.
Okay. I mean, you've always said that, like, if I ever enter for you, it's just like, don't worry
Yes,
about pricing.
correct.
Yeah.
The other bottle in it is going to be Michter's Celebration Sour Mash, which they have only ever released 3 times
Let me
before
guess,
this.
It's like 3,000.
It's 25-year-old sour mash blend of their bourbon and rye. It is $63.99 MSRP plus tax.
Almost $6,500.
Almost 60. It's over $6,500 with
That
tax.
is crazy. Okay.
That is the Holy Grail. If I win that or anybody wins it, I'm not fucking opening it. It's $20,000 on the secondary.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Like I said, as long as you still have that offer of like covering lunch anywhere I want to go, I'm good for it.
Yep.
Yes, my
Almost the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail to me, if you put a gun to my head and said you were allowed, I could, like a genie, like a genie put a gun to your head and said you're allowed to get any single bottle of bourbon in history fully right now in front of you and drink it. What would your answer be? I have a very, very weird answer.
I'm trying to remember the distillery that went belly up.
See, to me, it's not a distillery that went belly up. It's a distillery that changed.
Ah.
All right, and this is Penelope American Light Whiskey 18. 70.1.
Because the Dragon was pretty good, but Dragon is, they moved to a different location.
My answer is genuinely what is accepted as the best answer, which is the best version of Pappy Van Winkle that has ever been released, which is the 1985 20 year.
There we go.
Like my dream Holy Grail bottle, 1917 Jack Daniel's 21.
His original?
That is one of the only 2 times previously they've ever released a 21-year-old Jack
Right.
Daniels.
Agua, please.
Until
thank you.
next year, where we will be getting a 18 and 21-year-old Jack Daniels from the distillery as a yearly release.
Supposedly.
Yes to what? The Pappy or the Jack? I think both are acceptable answers. Also,
Grog.
1993 Stitzelweller 30 would also probably be up there on that list. Although I have seen the Jack, yeah. That's like a holy grail. I have seen some of the Stitzelweller at bars in Kentucky.
Right.
The 30 year, they have it on it. And it's like $400 an ounce.
142.
140.2.
There you
Yeah,
go.
the Jack's a good answer. Now I'm curious, what's yours? Do you agree with the Jack Daniels pick? Also, I feel like just pre-prohibition in general is a good answer.
True.
Like some of the old Silver Bell distillery, which is what eventually became Buffalo Trace after Stag died.
Who was the Canadian whiskey that was before just Crown?
Just because I'm curious, just also another good answer that I just thought of is some of the original Blantons.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever woke up from a night of drinking and almost pooped your pants? No, because I'm not in college.
Nope.
And I don't drink like that.
Nope.
We are very responsible and measured with our drinking on this channel. I like JP whiskey also. Yeah. It's not a hard answer, but yeah, I think that the 1917 Jack Daniel's 21 would be the answer. But yeah, I'm just curious how something like the original Blanton's bottles were. And I don't mean when Elmer Thiele released it in the 80s. I mean when Albert R. Blanton built the Rickhouse.
The original.
Built that original metal Rickhouse and then took bottles from it to give to people as gifts at like Christmas and stuff. I'm talking about like those bottles I'd be interested in. I did get to drink
historical value or due to the
rarity.
known
Rarity
ideology
too, yeah.
of the product at the time.
Both probably.
Okay.
I did get to drink one of my Holy Grail whiskeys, which is the lower end Holy Grail. It was only like $35 an ounce, which was I did get to drink the 1996 Kentucky National Championship Maker's Mark.
Oh, there you go. Where you still have the Maker's Mark that was brewed a few days before you were born and then bottled and
no, that was
held.
because it was 8 years old at the time, so that means it was 1988. So that bourbon was older than me. I have Evan Williams, but I have good Evan Williams. I have the 12-year.
And a few 10s and 5s.
Yeah, we also have like the Old Fitz 7 and like the Henry McKenna and the Heaven Hill. I have a Henry McKenna that was barreled on my parents' anniversary, 25th anniversary.
There you go.
Which means it was distilled because it sits for 3 days before they barrel it. It was distilled on my 22nd birthday. Yes, it was a Maker's Mark Blue Mask. Well, you control what you see on YouTube. Maker's Mark Blue Wax. I do love the old, because that was back in the day before Sour Mash took over. So that's Sweet Mash Maker's Mark, which they don't do anymore outside of Star Hill Farms, which is getting another limited release. It did come out of the distillery. I have no idea when we're seeing it in Virginia.
Where don't you have the Star Hills over here?
I have one. I paid way too much for it. Although now it's the current valuation, so. You're not blind about the blue. No! I think Blue Wax Maker's Mark, back when it was Sweet Mash, is the best Maker's Mark that has ever existed.
Okay.
Just in general.
There you go.
We are going to get this last review done, guys, and then we'll hang out for a little bit.
Sounds good.
And talk to you all some more. If that sounds good to you, it sounds good to me.
A3, F3.
This is...
N3. Penelope. All light whiskey.
Yep. So this is 18 years old. So... Jeez. January... 2008. What were you doing? I was trying not to get kicked out of high school for my bad grades.
I was working events.
You were a Mason
Yeah,
already,
Mason.
weren't you? Yeah. So yeah, this was distilled January 2008. This bottle right here. This is 98.2 from Penelope. And it is light whiskey. So where did my pen go? Oh. All right, you ready?
The pen is mightier than the sword.
The penis mightier man doesn't work. That's for every single old Jeopardy fan out there, or SNL fan out there. You ready?
I am Alec Trebek.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're lucky enough to review the Penelope American Light Whiskey 18-year limited release from 2026. And it's out of Penelope Distillery today on Rick House Reviews. Hey everyone, welcome back. As always, it is Ryan.
I am Doug.
And today we have a follow-up to last year's video where we reviewed the 17-year American Light Whiskey from Penelope. It actually did make the bracket.
It did, just barely.
It did, just barely, yeah. This year is their 18-year version. Supposedly, they're also releasing a 20-year American Light Whiskey this year. Have not heard. It was supposed to come out around the same time. Have not heard much about it. But today we have the 18-year version, 140.2,
142.
which does put it in hazmat territory, and I'm very excited about this.
I'm a little scared.
We did crack it. Did we crack it last?
We did not crack this one last bourbon night.
We did not crack it last bourbon night. I already have a backup of this, so we better fucking like it.
Oh jeez. Too late.
Also,
I mean,
that's our one F-bomb for our PG-13 channel.
And the wonderful Penelope lineup, I feel like we've always kept it high. Granted, our algorithm has changed. Last year, we were doing 25-30, 25-10-10. This year, it is new, it's simpler. It's aroma 30, flavor 30, finish 30, buy again 5 points, which we now do have the option to give it an eggshell. And recommend, also out of 5,
Goose
which can
egg.
get the eggshell. But caveats usually apply for why that occurs, and we'll get into that at the end of closer to the end of the video. With that said, if you can help us dominate the wonderful algorithm monster by liking, subscribing, commenting, ringing that bell for notifications, anything else that I can't think of.
Sharing this video with all of your bourbon and American Light Whiskey loving guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Spreading the channel really does help us out. With that being said, I'm excited to get into this, but they have confirmed now on the back of this label, because a lot of people thought this was MGP Light Whiskey.
Right.
This is, in fact, from the old Seagram's distillery.
Yay! Outside of Baltimore?
No, in Indiana.
Outside of... Ooh.
So, a lot of people thought this was MGP Light Whiskey, because for those of you who don't know the history of light whiskey, it was a trend for about 20 years, and it was distilled in response to the rise in vodka and white rum cocktails, and it was to make a lighter whiskey cocktail. Higher proof, higher entry point, second run barrels, less barrel age, so it was a lighter spirit. A lot of them sat around for 18 years and gave us wonderful, wonderful hazmat juice. Today, I'm excited to get into this.
Let's go.
So, yep, 98.2, I believe, and a second run bourbon barrel. Oh, God, I put my nose too hard in that. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, that's there. That lets
Wake
you
me
know.
up before you go. Hello.
Hello.
I am a hazmat whiskey. Please enjoy me responsibly. Thank you.
Please do not have more than a half ounce of me at a time.
Ounce
with that
with
being
ice
said-
and water.
That being said, like, it does have a lot of sweetness on it.
True.
Because I feel like the second run barrel pulls just more sugar out of it.
I mean,
Versus
I'm getting
char.
more of like the white oak structure.
Yeah. I'm not
It's
a
still
huge,
very, very inviting, which kind of scares me.
yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the aroma though. Whoa.
It comes back and bites you.
It does. I'm not a fan of the aroma and finish, but the flavor in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. I'm cheating. Doug's hiding his scores even harder now.
Ah!
Okay. We're
Right.
kind of close.
We semi-follow the algorithm we each know and love.
Yeah, so as all of these things do, we start at the start, which is the aroma. I thought it was inviting. I didn't think it was great, but I did think for what it is very well balanced and bottled. I gave it a 20 out of 30.
I upped it because I felt like its sweetness and the oak was a little bit more inviting. So I gave it a 22 out of 30. Even though knowing that it is hazmat, I'm there like, it didn't hit me as hard. Granted, I also, if you go to the replay, I slow rolled my nose into the mug before actually getting a full heavy hit of the aroma, and the aroma came off with that white oak sweetness that I wasn't expecting from a American light whiskey. But at the same time, I feel like that might have been the wood that they chose.
Yeah, well, it's the second run bourbon barrel, so we don't know exactly what it is. It had just a little bit too much proof on the nose. Like last year's smelled way under 139. It was more inviting than this one was. But the flavor was still there.
Incredibly there.
So that's why I gave it a 22 out of 30.
I ended up giving it a 24 out of 30. I felt like the flavor, again, was probably the best part. Like you're probably about to say.
Yeah.
With that finish was, it just disappeared. It was very quick and...
It was like drinking simple syrup mixed with grain alcohol.
Right.
Which is kind of hard to describe or get across, but it was just like over like that too, where it wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. I gave it an 18 out of 30 on the finish.
I ended up downgrading it from my initial point, but it is a 20 out of 30 in my mind. I feel like it's right there at the edge of still being in the upper 2/3, just not surpassing it because of how quick the finish disappears. With that, going into buy and recommend, buy out of 5, I gave it a 3 out of 5. If available, I still think I would have a backup bottle of it.
I gave it a 2 out of 5. I definitely already have a backup of it, and I think I'm happy with that backup of it.
Right.
Which would be a 2 out of 5 for me normally. It's definitely one that, like, you let it sit on your shelf for a few years and see what happens with the bottle.
Okay.
You open it up and you share it around. In terms of recommend, I gave it a 2 out of 5.
I feel like with all of the Penelope, I always have to give it a character of doubt that, like, if you're liking Penelope, keep going for Penelope. I know when I go and I do bourbon aficionado night, I usually bring in toasted just because it's something that I can easily find. However, nowadays I'm starting to see the younger, wiser, however you want to define American light whiskey. So it's not like the newest age, but it is the 2 years past, 1 year past, that it's a little easier to find. Price point is still right there between for most people.
I feel like if you could get this at MSRP, I would recommend it, but I also think like you have to be a light whiskey fan.
True.
To like really get into like the older light whiskeys and the hazmat light whiskeys, which is why I gave it the score that I gave it. I still feel like overall it did pretty well.
Right.
Score will be over the bottle as usual. Our individual scores, in case there's any confusion, will be at the end of the video. I'm a little disappointed in this versus last year's.
Right.
I thought last year's, just being under hazmat, drank lower proof, had a little bit more flavor, was a little bit smoother overall, versus this year's where it just kind of felt like the proof ran over everything.
Right.
For better or worse. And yeah, I'm looking forward to and interested in the 20-year when it comes out.
Right.
But based off this bottle, I don't know if I'll be like going out and hunting it every single day or whatever.
Right. If you find it, you'll get it. If it's available while you're looking for something else, you'll maybe pick it up. But if it's like,
exactly,
hey, between this, and this, if it's the only one left, I guess I might try and grab it. But if the other two are still available, like an E.H. Taylor,
it's going to depend on what else drops with it. But with that, once again, if you guys really want to help us out, You can like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell to get notified every time we drop a new video or go live over on our YouTube channel.
Yep.
And you can share the Sully Bourbon loving and American Light Whiskey loving guys, gals, non-binary pals. It really does help us fight the algorithm monster that exists. Yeah, it's just kind of like disappointing. It's kind of a letdown from last year's, but you know, that's what happens. That's why we do these reviews.
Every now and then, something does change.
It does.
Well, with Rickhouse Reviews finishing up for this review, I'm Doug.
I'm Ryan.
We'll look forward to seeing you all next time.
Peace out, guys.
10:45.
Holy shit. Good guess. Slurred speech, very aggressive tone makes you think they might be very drunk. No, we're projecting our voices into our microphones. Sorry to disappoint. No, we did 6 videos today, which means we have been recording. We recorded 6 videos today. Sorry. That's why we were ignoring you. I saw your comment about ignoring YouTube chat. We go live. We go live when we record. Just because it lets us have a dialogue. We were projecting into our mics. We do less than half-ounce pours. We did 6 videos today. So it is less... That is what? Less than 2 shots in over 2 hours? Yeah, 125 minutes. So 2 hours. Less than 2 shots in 2 hours. Just to address this, because he has to go and do things after this. We're very careful with our pours and how much. Like, that is about half of what I poured myself. I have about half left in the glass. I'm probably not going to finish it. It's probably going to go in the infinity bottle. Dude, it's okay.
But
You're new, you didn't know. It's fine. Like that's why we go live during these, to be totally honest with you.
We also, as you see, in between each round, we have our water spigot that we fill maybe to the center of the actual glass, which means that we're drinking for every half ounce.
2.5 ounces of water for every half ounce of bourbon we have,
Right.
just to try and keep it. I have water over here to my side. I also have coffee over here to my side. I did ask a question about what we eat during a day. I typically try and eat bland-ish. Also, this is my infinity bottle, if anybody's curious.
Getting a nice color.
I like how I just put a Sharpie infinity sign over the Maker's Mark label. I didn't even realize. I was like, oh, God.
I usually change up my diet depending on when we're recording. I try and eat some type of
Starch.
sorts. So, like today, I went with the chicken quesadilla
Yeah.
and a cherry pie burrito, because that's what the place had for their dessert, and it was absolutely phenomenal. But I figured the cherry would give me a little extra sweetness, so that when we're doing some of these bourbons,
You're able
if
to
they
get the
do
notes. Yeah.
have some extra burn, that sugary spice from the pie that I ended up having for dessert would be a little bit more flavorful for me. Past, I've done soup salad sandwich.
Yeah, that's always a good one. I think the thing about it is between eating and doing these videos is you have to drink enough water between eating and doing this.
And transitioning to the next version of
Yeah. My secret is also always drinking black coffee.
You crazy.
Before drinking water, because like greetings from Heidelberg, Germany. Whoa! Cool, awesome. Because it binds to the bitter tannin receptors that I have.
Cool.
So that I don't get as much of that on the finish, because I know that have that sensory adaptation to taste extra bitter stuff. So like I have to adjust to that. And that's how I figured it out. Works for me.
Yep.
But yeah, we do try and be safe. We do try and be safe and responsible here on the channel.
Yep.
Vasa, Finland. I actually know where that is. I have a couple friends that live in Denmark and Finland. I do not recognize Morse code. Greetings, you all. Thank you. Damn it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we definitely. I think that's one of the struggles with doing like a bourbon channel is being responsible with it. And bourbon night, to be honest with you too. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, I feel for 6 videos, I feel fine, which is crazy, considering we drank 3 cast strength things.
Right.
They were over 60%. But yeah, if we had done like 4 cast strengths, we would have been screwed.
Just a little bit.
Man, I was trying to translate it myself. Anyways, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us.
Any final questions, or
Do you want to hold it while I put the mics away?
I can? We'll let you see behind the scenes of him putting the mics away.
Yeah, I'm putting the mics away, guys. It's so crazy.
Because why not?
It's such a hard job. I have to make sure they're going the right way.
Okay, we met up one night, and they didn't charge.
No, I forgot to charge the base. Is what
that
happens.
was the real
And the
problem.
battery ran out because it has a battery in this that charges them. As you can see, it's currently on now.
Yep, I'm doing the
'Cause
charge.
We almost drained the base units
Oh yeah,
that was plugged into the GoPro. Doing 6 videos is kind of stretches the battery on everything. but, like,
understandable.
yeah, no, it's been fun. I definitely enjoyed it. Hopefully, I actually have the strength and sanity to edit and get everything out now. So, yeah, but bourbon drop season is happening now. So, like,
Yep. He broke it.
I missed a couple videos, or I missed a couple drops.
Right.
I didn't get Weller single barrel. We did get the 2026 Rio.
Yes.
I did get a backup BH Taylor single barrel. And then, like, I've been going to bourbon drops and getting, like, stuff up in Maryland.
Yep.
But, like,
Where supposedly there's the Silver Spring location.
couple weeks from now should be the Jack Daniels drop. Because they were supposedly waiting. They had labels on it that they were not allowed to distribute until...
April.
No, until it dropped at the distillery, and it dropped the other day at the distillery.
There you go.
There were
Nice.
people I saw that literally just like took and like camped in their cars for like days down in Lynchburg for the day it was going to drop at the distillery, which
Yep.
seems crazy to me.
All right. With that, it looks like we are down to 0 people online.
Doug,
And
Ryan,
he's Doug.
we're Rick House Review, so we'll see you guys next time.